Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Stank Weasel here with another regular dose of irregular content. If you find anything useful or educational or helpful in this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate all of the support we've had thus far, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all of the growth and excitement that I have about the channel going into this new year. So for this series, we're going to be looking at each of the maps kind of deconstructed. I've pulled apart the game files and tried to identify some of the key things that I think should be kind of called out for new players and even experienced players. So we're going to be looking at the different UV locations as well as each of the Ouija board spawn points within each of the maps. For this installment, we're going to be taking a look at the prison and all 7 of the Ouija board spawn locations, as well as where to keep an eye out for each of the different UV handprints and interaction points. I'll make sure to leave a time code below, so if you wanted to go ahead and skip past the UV and go straight to the Ouija board locations, you can do so. The prison. So approaching the front door, similar to most maps, there will be an interaction point on the front door for UV. Moving towards the office on the left, there is a handprint that does render between both sides of the glass. The light switch leading into the screening room, and then the handprint on the inside of the door. Additionally, the light switch to the side of the door, and then the handprint itself from that window that we saw outside. The exterior window that has open blinds will have one in the lower right corner. Like most maps, this one too follows a reused asset kind of formula and pattern, so whenever you see an open window, it's always worth taking a look. The inside of the door in the visitation, as well as the light switch. And then again, we'll start to see these handprints that render through the armored glass as well. Backtracking a little bit, we'll go over towards the stairs that lead up to the warden's office. Handprints on the inside of the door this time, and as well as the light switch. Our armored glass again. Moving into the little observation room. Not a lot to see until, oh, a handprint and a fingerprint on the light switch. Wrapping around. The handprints on the inside of the door to our right at the moment. But there it is. The blinds are up, therefore the handprints in the window. Here's the handprint on the inside of the door I was talking about. Now we're back in the main entryway. So starting back at the entry, past interrogation and screening, we're going to move through the main doors that most players will take as their normal path. But as we turn back, we'll notice the handprints are on the insides of these doors. Moving towards the first cell gate, we'll notice that on those locks themselves are where the handprints will be. Moving through this door. Handprint on the inside, and then into the little security room. Again, on the lock of the gate, there's a handprint that can spawn there. Nothing on this side of the visitation though, but we will see that handprint that does render through the armored glass. Once in the security room, there's the actual handprints themselves, one on this glass, and then one on the glass to the left, light switch, and door. Moving towards the stairwell, the handprint is actually on the inside of this door near the stairwell. Now that we're upstairs near the warden's office, at the top of the right staircase, facing the entry, we'll have the light switch, and then moving through, handprints on the inside of the door. And then again on the lock portion of the sliding gates. Moving into the security room, there's a handprint that can be in here, as well as on the light switches. Heading into the warden's office, inside of the door, as well as the light switch. Heading out towards the catwalk. Again, we'll see the armored glass, the handprints that can spawn, and we kind of see them through. The UV light will also refract that. Inside of the door and light switch. Moving out to the catwalk itself, the actual handprints are out here. So if you're hearing noises in the cafeteria below, or when you're moving around near the infirmary and warden's office, take a look out on the catwalk. Finishing up this section of the map, we'll wander into the infirmary. The handprints inside of the door as well as on the light switch. And these handprints are actually in the infirmary, not that little hallway. Moving into the back of the infirmary, handprint on the armored glass, handprint on the inside of the door, fingerprint on the light switch. We'll make our way over to the offices now. Once in the offices, the interior of the door, and then on each of the sets of armored glass. Exterior windows don't have blinds down, so guess what? Handprints. Inside of this door and the light switch as well. Moving over to the bathroom. Handprint on the inside of the door as well as the light switch. Once in this office, you'll notice inside of the door, light switch, and then when those blinds are up, you know where to look. Left window and right window. The light switch in the hallway has a fingerprint. And then moving towards the right stairs, we'll notice that the handprints are in the windows because there's no blinds, as well as the light switch at the top of the stairs. Moving back down the stairs towards the entrance. We'll make our way towards cell block B on the right side of the map. Again, sliding door on the lock, there's the handprint. Heading towards the B block bathroom. Once inside, handprint on the inside of the door, as well as the light switch. Moving to the passageway to cell block B, handprint on the lock. And then once you're inside cell block B, handprints on the insides. Each cell has a unique spot in this little pass-through slot where a fingerprint can spawn. So it's the same for every cell, even though we'll take a look at a few of them just to kind of prove the consistency. Moving into the cell block B security room, the handprints on the inside of the door, as well as the light switch. Again, that little passage slot on each cell door. And something unique as we move to the back, there's actually a handprint near the exterior door, the one that passes through the outside. And additionally, there's handprints that spawn on the outsides of these doors. Moving into cell block A, we'll flip around and see the handprint on the inside of the lock on the sliding door. And again, each cell door in that little slot, there's a little green thumbprint. Moving into the cell block A security room, much like cell block B, inside of the door and light switch. The inside of the door is in cell block A, similar to cell block B. Moving through the little holding room, we'll flip back and there's the handprint on the lock and the sliding gate. Heading into the cell block A bathroom, just like cell block B, it's going to be the inside of the door as well as the light switch. And then in the main hallway, handprints on the locks on the sliding gates. Handprint on the armored glass, as well as the sliding gate into the cafeteria. And then in the kitchen line room as well, handprint on the inside. Moving into the downstairs security room. The handprints are visible from the other side through the armored glass. And then the handprints that are in this room on the armored glass, as well as both light switches, and the third one by the door. Heading into the library, handprints on the inside of the door, the visible ones from the security room next door, And then the final handprints are going to be on the sliding gate on the way back towards cell block B. And this one's on the other side that we saw earlier, making our way back towards the entrance. Moving on to the Ouija board spawns. Heading towards cell block B, we'll want to make our way upstairs, and in the very last cell on the right has a chance for the Ouija board to spawn in the back of the cell, using the stairs as reference. Also in cell block B, across the catwalk to the left, so when you come up the stairs, you take a left across the little bridge, there's a chance for the Ouija board to spawn in the back of that cell. Heading back to the main corridor, we'll take a right headed towards the cafeteria area in the middle of the map. But first, we're going to make a quick stop into the library. In the back right corner of the library, facing the front of the building, is the opportunity for a Ouija board to spawn in there. And then in the adjacent space, 2 doors down, is the cafeteria. And on the middle back table on the right, there's a chance for it to spawn in place of where one of the food trays would be. Heading into cell block A, directly across from the security room downstairs, there's a chance for it to spawn in the back right of this cell here. Security door is right there, and then just turning directly around from the security door, you can look on the left side. So we're directly under the stairs across from the security door. Heading back towards the entrance, but this time we'll head up the stairs towards the warden's office. In the back left corner of the warden's office, a Ouija board can spawn up here on this little platform next to the desk. And then heading towards our final 7th Ouija board spawn for the prison map is going to be in the back of the infirmary on this bed here. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that this helps you in your ghost hunts and investigations. And don't forget to like and subscribe. But let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see or like me to pull apart, or if you'd like a tutorial on how to do this yourself. Again, happy 2021. We've made it to the 2nd day of the year at least. So we know it's for real and it's not just December 33rd at this point. And I couldn't do this without you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.